Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I'm going basically to show you today the Aerobask Epic 1000. This is a plane that is going to be released really soon. The plane itself is almost out of beta stage. I've been testing this plane for a couple of weeks now, as I'm part of the beta tester previewers on this plane. The guy from Aerobask granted me the opportunity to show you today the plane and how it handles and the general look of it. Be aware that in terms of graphics, the plane will not really change. But there is continuous improvement when it comes to avionics and flight model. Fortunately for him, for this plane in particular, he's been in contact with the manufacturer, or at least the reseller for this plane, and he had access to information, so he could correctly model this plane. The specification of this plane, well, obviously this is based on a turboprop. If I remember correctly, it's a PT6. I don't know if it's A series or whatever. But it's the same as you could find for the Pilatus PC12, for example. This is exactly the same engine, or at least close to the same engine from the Pilatus. This is a small plane, few people's inside, like four or six people maximum inside. I took this livery here because I thought it was a good looking one. As always, the textures resolution is really well, it's a 4K, so resolution for this plane, so it's really neat. You can really see the letters and details on the structure. So yeah, this is as always for his creation. This one is probably the most accomplished one with all the experience he gained from the other planes, from the previous planes. And so let's get inside. Yeah, let's up. All right. So we're inside. Cold and dark. Let me show you the passenger seats. Don't know if you can. Yeah, we can light this up. So yeah, we're going to travel a bit inside. Just to show you a bit what's happening. Okay, opening the door. Obviously, yeah. So this is the passenger side, and yeah, so yeah, this is, as always, good texture resolution, really fine, really detailed. And this is, when you come inside the plane, you feel like in it's not like a spaceship, but it looks like something really from our century, actually. Something that really feels like out of a movie, you can imagine. Everything is there is no sharp edges on this plane. Everything is smooth, and this is a real pleasure for the eye. Okay, so for this plane there is no menu. Use this space to, well, use it as a sort of active menu, so you can bring up and disable some stuff from those switches. So you can open, close the door. I'm going to close it. You can remove the yokes. And then you can also remove the cold and dark flags, for example, here. Yeah. So once you've done that, let's look quickly outside. All the stuff has been removed, and the plane is ready for flight. You can plug in a GPU, so let's do that. Okay, so you see there's a small GPU to start the engine, and not starting it on the battery. Alright, so we're going to light up the beast. Alright, so all the switches are behind the yoke, so that's why you have to hide it. Batteries. Fuel pumps. Meter. Standby altitude. Avionic master. Fuel. The stick pusher will activate it in flight. I'm not following the exact checklist, but there will be one provided with the plane, with the manual. So you'll be able to have an accurate, actually, checklist from the plane. So everything is powered up. The lights are here. See, changes here. Cabin lights. Well, we don't see because it's daylight. So yeah, I already prepared the flight plan. So we'll be flying in the French Alps. This will be a short flight, actually. It's just to preview the plane and show you a few stuff around. You'll find again the glass cockpit that you could have seen in other planes from the same developer. He took the liberty to do this. I would say almost the same thing as the other ones. For example, like the Lanker Legacy, for those who already have seen this one. Yeah. So this is everything is animated inside. So there is the sub menus. So you see, you can set everything here. You can go back. CD height, change it. GPS, navigation. Let's switch to GPS actually. Transponder. Yeah. Testing. Clear. Back. And then GPS. Well, this is the GNS 530, if I remember correctly. You can have the pop-up here if you wish. And the copilot side. Here are the air conditioning, for example. All this is a basic 0-1 switch actually. So you hear the oxygen, well, the vents. The flaps are here, and you have two short brake circuit here. 3 to control the engine, the gears, and the avionic actually. What I found strange the first time I came, I've tested the plane, is that there was no parking brake switch or any kind of thing that you could find, or lever or anything that could, well, look close to a parking brake switch. And apparently it's normal for this plane. There is no parking brake, although there is one simulated in the plane. So if you have allocated the command on your stick, for example, just have to set it and you will see the brakes are on here. You will see it on the PFD. And apparently what's happening for this plane is that usually what happens is that there will be some chokes outside that will prevent the plane from from moving, and then the guy on the ground will remove them, so the plane will start moving, and the pilot will play with the beta stage from the turbine to from the prop actually, in order to put not much power on the prop in order for the plane not to move that much. And you'll see that the taxi itself will be done on beta stage, because otherwise the prop itself is too powerful well, it's too powerful, and you will head straight away and too fast. So that's why you have to play with the beta stage. So the beta stage here on the joystick is just that you have to allocate the reverse toggle, and then you play with the throttle. All right, okay, so let's start everything. I'm going to light up navigation lights, and strobe will be on the runway. Okay, so I'm going to hit actually Control 1. Some fuel in. All right.
Check engine. Check engine.
Okay, so now I have to put full prop.
Check engine.
And condition lever to max. Alright, okay. Plane should be ready to go almost. We're going to activate the autopilot and the trim. Air pressure, I don't need it now. The stick pusher will be a bit later, and the generators, obviously. I will disconnect the GPU. I have no warning signs or whatever for now. Okay, and we'll put the flaps to takeoff position. Okay, so it's up outside a bit, just to see what's happening, and change the real Terra haze. Okay. Alright, okay, so now we're ready to go. Zoom in a bit. I'll switch now to beta. So you see, beta mode is engaged, and I'll put a bit throttle, so the bed. Okay, and now release the brake and turn. And to control the power, I basically need to pull the throttle a bit forward so the plane will get slower. It feels really not natural, but it depends on the configuration of your throttle. Actually, I do have I don't have any yoke. I do have a stick, so this feels a bit different, but that's okay. I forgot the taxi light. Right, moving to the runway slowly. Okay, I'm going to reduce a bit now. The sound inside the cockpit is nice. It's not too aggressive. Sometimes it's a bit too loud, but that's okay. This one. It feels, the thing is that it feels really cozy and quiet. Okay,
QNH adjusted.
yeah, let's set the QNH. Alright, okay. So you see I didn't push any brakes. And when you find the proper setting for the beta stage, basically the plane does not move anymore. See? Alright, okay, so yeah, let's see the land, strobe, window hit, pitot hit, and do you have anything else? No, I think that's it. Okay, so I'll hit the yaw damper. Okay, so let's move forward. Yeah, Nicola. Looks like the new PC-12, exactly. Yeah, it's the Epic 1000, and Aaron Soar has granted me the pleasure to preview it for you tonight. All right, so we line up on the runway, and let's go. Moving out of the beta stage. And pushing the throttle now. I'll check that I do not get into... Good evening, Emma. Yeah, I'm well. Thank you, by the way. Okay, lift off.
Gear up.
Retract the gears. Okay, so we departed from Lyon airport in France, and we're going to head to a small airport called Aix-les-Bains-Chambéry. It's really nearby. It's something like a 15-minute flight, and as this plane is really moving fast, I guess it'd be less than that actually. But we'll do a few laps over the runway and show you a bit the lake around the place. Okay, so let's stabilize the plane. See, it's really moving fast. We're already at 200 knots. I'm going to reduce a bit the throttle because it's too much, and play also with the prop settings. So we maintain a proper speed. Okay, so I'm now going to activate the autopilot. What's happening is that if you don't press those two, trim and autopilot, the plane will not activate the autopilot actually, and the trim will not work. So yeah, so I'll get the flight director, get the vertical speed and navigation set on the GPS. And
Autopilot engaged.
Autopilot engaged. Oh shoot, yeah. This wants to go to the place we're coming from. Alright, okay. So let's... Yo, yeah. let's do that. See vertical speed and checking your speed. Speed is okay. We'll be climbing up to 7,500. As soon as we get the we reach the transitional altitude, as set back to the standard pressure, which actually is close to this one. Alright, okay, so let's get the light plan again. Direct. Nope, that's not what I want. Light plan, let's get the other one. Shoot. Yep, direct. Activate. And here we are. Getting back to the GPS. And navigation engaged. Alright, we reached the transition altitude. We'll get back to the standard pressure. Yeah, probably, but honestly, yeah, it's true that you don't have the a wide view with this plane, but if you check the external view here, all the windows are quite tight actually. But I don't know if it's linked to my field of view settings. I could change it. I'm not that much disturbed because yeah, it's true that you don't see much out front, but I check if probably the pilot view setting is a bit low.
Approaching altitude.
Okay, so we're reaching altitude. Yeah, I'm checking if I didn't forget to put something like defrost. Yeah, it's really cloudy outside. Get the stick pusher here. Yeah, I think it's the aircraft design that is like that, and unfortunately we can't do much about it. You see the plane is really speedy. I'll change the prop setting and reduce it again, so we don't fly too fast. This is the thing with those engines, is that they are really powerful when it comes to light planes like this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disengage the autopilot and go manually.
Autopilot disconnect.
Get the flight director out and get it done manually now for now. You know what, I'm going to remove the weather actually, because I just want to have a nice and clear weather. Sorry. Apply, and then weather, and I set it to cave OK. Yep, here we are. So reduce the throttle and put full prop. So we start decreasing speed. I'm going to show you a bit around because the place is really, with the Mesh HD V3 actually, it's really magnificent. I know the place personally because I've been all my young years around here, and it's, I must say, it's quite accurate actually. The airport is on the right, but I'm just going to do a quick turn around the lake. This is the kind of scenery you never forget when you have lived in the Alps or visited. Well, thanks to the developer actually to let me show you the plane. It's always nice to have small developers like Aerobask that have great ideas like such planes, which are unknown to the majority of pilots.
QNH adjusted.
But yeah, it's always nice to have those little planes because they really behave. The feeling on the stick is really nice actually. It really feels smooth. And I know he had several feedback actually from real world pilot, but not actually from this plane, but from the as I said at the beginning, he had the inputs of the real manufacturer, and the reseller of the plane, and he also had the help of real world pilots concerning the behaving of the PT6 engine. So that was a great add to the flight model itself and to the behaving of the engine. Quick note on that. I know for the ones that are really well informed, it seems that in the version 10.40 of X-Plane, the PT6 engine is going to be changed a bit when it comes to the beta stage. So I don't know what will change exactly, but we'll need to monitor that either on this plane or other planes that are using this kind of engine. Okay, so I'll do a quick lap on the airport. It's at the end of the lake. We should be seeing it. Yeah, it's something like there. Yeah, I do agree, Emma. Small devs do well, make the community alive. It's Explain is a small and big market at the same time. It's just the first team where there is place for everyone actually. And also the fact that we have such tools provided within the simulator itself is a great way to well, develop add-ons, develop planes, and well, it's quite easy. I had never done one myself, but I'm touching a bit the 3D models. I've been playing around with the ones that you know about the smart Cockpit stuff, and that does imply that I have to play a lot with the 3D objects to modify the some data refs or commands inside the cockpit, which means I have to get inside the 3D tools. And in the end, it's really easy to modify the cockpit object, and it's
approaching
everyone.
waypoint.
Yeah. So we were close to the waypoint. Well, we were around the airport actually. So we overfly the runway and do a lap on the left.
1000.
Arriving waypoint. All the sceneries you've seen up to now, this one is a freeware one you can find, and the other one from Lyon Airport actually is not a freeware. It's a creation. Well, it's a modification from FSX actually. I converted it and edited the scenery so we could get the night lights and everything. And the scenery itself, I modeled the one you haven't explained actually. The design, the flat design, the APT file that you have by default in Explain. This is quite a sharp turn I'm doing. Yeah. Going to line up with the runway. Reduce the speed. I don't want to get too fast. Lower altitude again. Okay, that's it. Back to the airport.
1000. Gear down.
Pushing the gear downs. I get also the flaps down once I
1000.
have.
Approaching waypoint.
Okay, flaps take off. Okay, so
500.
approach
400.
angle. It's good. A bit too low.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. All right. So I've toggled the beta mode again, so we don't push too fast on the runway. If I leave the throttle idle, actually it will really go fast. See, this is in beta mode and the throttle is idle. It really goes fast. This is the Epic 1000. This is a plane. Well, basically I'm showcasing right now. This is not my creation. This is a creation from a developer called Aerobask. And yeah, I'm showing you the latest beta version of this plane. It's going to be released. I don't have a release date, but I would say it's in late development stage with the version you're seeing right now. There will be a few things to fix, but really not really small things. And the main features, everything you see inside the cockpit, everything is functional. So and this is my first flight with a, well, I would say this is my first plane, not my first flight, but my first plane with a PT6 engine. And well, this is really a feeling of having a plane which is really as well as light and powerful. So I don't know if for the ones who have been in the early stage of the streaming, I guess you've seen that the plane is really, well, as really powerful when it comes to the engine at full throttle. You can easily climb up to 220 knots and almost to 250, which almost is the limit for this plane. But it's really easy to climb to fast, well, really fast actually. It feels powerful. Okay. And I said already, the plane itself, I would say the true, but the real life plane has no parking brake. So you have to play with the beta mode on the engine, on the prop, and once you find the correct setting, the plane will not move, and then you have to wait for the ground the ground crew to put some chokes on the wheels, and then you can release the you can release not release the parking brake, but at least turn off the engine safely. So let's do a quick turn around again. It will be shipped with several liveries. Let me show you what I have here. default painting, for example. Oh, did I reload the plane again? Shoot. Yeah, I think I did it. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's head back outside. So yeah, there will be a couple of liveries for this plane, as you see those ones. Well, the plane will be soon available for X-Plane. It's not released yet. This is a beta version I'm showcasing today. So you won't have the plane for now. It's still within the beta testing team. But I know from sure that it will be released soon. Since we're close to the final version of the plane, it's really stable, and I think there will be a really few things to correct before it goes to market with this plane. I don't have any other information when it comes to pricing and everything. I'm not into the confidence on this one, and I'm probably not allowed to say anything. So yeah, I don't know, but I would definitely say this is a quality add-on. I don't have the PC12, so I cannot say. Those two developers are really gifted, and I do know both of them. So, yeah, I will not try to compare those two planes. They are rather different when it comes to design. The external looks rather the same. I would say that in the shape of the Epic E1000, it has something of the PC12. But definitely the engine is the same. It's the same way of working with the engine. And I guess that the feeling of having a powerful plane in your hands is the same for both planes. So yeah, I really can't compare it to the PC12, but I would say that you're going to have as much pleasure with this plane as you will have with the PC12. So it really depends on what you like. All right, okay, let's check. And this is the reseller has been working with to have the accurate info from the plane and to have access to data that probably wouldn't have had without them. So yeah, when you look at it, yeah, it's true that the front shape of the plane is just looks like the PC12. Yeah, to be honest. But inside it has this I would say futuristic look when it comes to the leather coated seats. Let's show you again the passenger side. Well, you see it took care of all the little details when it comes to resolution of texture. Is used again 4K textures on this one, so that's why there is so much details, and this is really nice to to fly with and to work with. So yes. Yeah, so that's it for the review. The handling of the plane, I'll show you a bit. While the avionics is not really different than the other ones, I'm going to light it again for the ones waiting for, sorry, this one. Going to show you again the avionics inside. Basically, it took again the, I would say it's close to the Legacy. In terms of FPS impact, it's really small. I have not noticed any setback in terms of FPS. If I show you the current FPS that I have, with the current scenery. I mean, that's really okay. Knowing that my settings are quite high currently on the sim. Usually I'm around 30-35 with liners, and with this kind of planes here I'm 40-45, which is decent. You don't need more to fly those kind of planes. The PFD everything is yeah, I heard that the PC12 has FPS impact on the sim. Although I have not tested it, but I knew. I've heard about it. Yeah. We are at we're in the Alps in France. It's called Chambéry-Aix-les-Bains. It used to, you see the Olympic circles. It's just because it used to be an airport used a lot for the Olympic Games in France. It's something like early 90 or late 80s. I don't remember that well. I just remember I was really young. But yeah, we're in the middle of the Alps. It's called Aix-les-Bains. It's close to Lyon airport. Well, to Lyon, it's like 15 minutes away. You see, where I'm using the mesh. I'm using the mesh HG V3. Well, the AKO code for the scenery is a freeware one, so you can find it online. And I'm going to give you the ACO code of this airport. Lima Foxtrot Lima Bravo. So yeah, this is a nice airport because the thing is, which is really nice about this, is that it's close to. You see the approach is on the lake, and it's surrounded by mountains actually. So all the liners approach, because there are. I think there are 757 landing on this runway, and they cannot land from this side because of the mountains, so they are not allowed, and there is no ILS system on this side, so they have to land from this side, and the last turn is around here. Yeah, it's around here somewhere, so they have to go straight to the runway here. Yeah, so that's it. I shoot questions if you have. I'd be happy to answer. Probably going to post this video on YouTube, so many of you will be able to review it later on. If you have questions anyway, I guess there is an open space on the forum for Aaron Soar and an Aerobask developer. So shoot questions and probably will be answering you.